As you know, like now these days, our GIS field is changing drastically. Means previously, when we try to get the job, so most of the people, most of the companies are basically asking for about the GIS, what and what are the things about the map, how to create the map and all. But now these days, companies are basically not asking these kind of questions because now their expectation is something more on that. So in today's session, we are going to discuss about all these things, what the companies are expecting from us, and after that. As you know, now these days, AI also in a good form. We don't know any field where people are not using the AI. And in our GIS also, there are so many places where people are using the AI and doing their job in faster way as well as with the quality. So how basically these things we can understand and how we can improvise ourselves. That thing we will discuss today. And as you know, as a U4 GIS solutions, we are providing so many courses, and that courses are each and every courses are basically towards the geospatial development only, because our only target is like in all the sessions always I am asking कि I am working on only one target. I want to move people from data service to development, and I hope you guys also have to be on the same plan, because in upcoming time in upcoming time means very few places or very few companies are going to take people who knows about the core or basic GIS only. We need something on top of the GIS, then only we can survive in market. So in today's session, what are the things we are going to discuss? First thing is why the GIS automation is matter. Means from last 20 year we are working with the ArcGIS, we are working with the QGIS, we are working with many different GIS softwares. Then what happened all of sudden? Why is everyone is talking about the automation? So why GIS automation matters in our project? Why GIS automation is matters in our career? Second thing is what is the role of the Python? As you know, Python is one library which basically you can use in the GIS field as well as in non-GIS field. And continuously people are using the Python in GIS and non-GIS. And even after some time, let's suppose if you if you basically once you understand the Python, once you understand the power of the Python, and let's suppose you want to enhance your knowledge in Python, so definitely you have to go with or you have to go towards the AI, machine learning and all, because the future of the GIS is if you are in the geo AI, if you know the automation, then only we can survive in market. So how the Python is going to work with the GIS, where we are using the Python in the GIS, that also we will see. third thing is to do the customization in ArcGIS Pro. What are the different ways we have? And in today's session, we are going to discuss about which particular technology which we can use to automate or which we can use to customize the ArcGIS Pro. And the fourth thing is the AI and prompt engineering. Like even before 1 month, I already have taken one day session for the AI and prompt engineering. In that session, I already explained to the people why prompt is very important. Again, I will tell you, prompt is the heart of the AI. Okay, if you are able to write good prompt, if you are able to write good prompt, then you will become a good like AI user. Okay, so how and what way we can write the prompt? Because to write the prompt, we have a proper framework. If you will follow the framework, then only you can write the proper prompt and then only you can get the proper result. Otherwise, see, maybe you are happy कि I am getting the good result, but you don't know after 10 times writing something on the chat GPT, you are getting the result. So if you are getting the result in 10 time, then it means you are fail. If you want to get proper result and you can say कि success, then maximum iteration of the prompt is 3. More than 3, it means there is nothing. So how we can reduce the hit? How we can reduce the hit? Because ultimately what the number of times you are going to hit, you are going to spend more and more and more money. So this the upcoming course what we are going to basically discuss, in that we have the sessions of the AI and prompt engineering. In that session, we are going to discuss about how to write a correct prompt to get the proper output or to get the proper code. Because ultimately we are going to discuss about Python and Arcpy development. So we are expecting from the AI the proper code. So we will talk about in that way only. I am not going to create a picture of one marriage or something. So we are actually going to discuss about Python code or ArcPy code. So we are expecting the same thing from the AI. So how we will get the proper code, proper Python script from the AI, that also we will discuss in the prompt engineering section. Then after I will show you what is the complete course map we have, what are the things we are going to cover, how many questions we are going to solve, because there are not only the lecture, not only the sessions, apart from the session there are so many things which we are going to cover. So now here the first thing is what we, because we I believe we all are from the GIS, and most of the people have experience in the GIS. So the first and most important thing in GIS is how we can basically do the proper work and reduce the time to do the things. So for that, there are some points I have mentioned here. Ki how much time do you spend on the repetitive GIS task? And because I also from the GIS only, so I know the pain point, and because these all mistakes I already have done. So like creating a multiple maps. The best example is, doesn't matter you are working with the ArcGIS or you are working with the QGIS. Let's suppose I have given you the state boundary of India, all the state boundary of the India. And if I ask you, I want to get separate PDF. or separate map for each and every state where I want map heading with the state name and some more informations. So if you are going to create, or if I will give you this task, and if you don't know about the automation, if you don't know about the Python, definitely you are going to do this thing manually. And if you are going to do this thing manually, definitely it is going to take too much time and too much effort also. Here, the point is not the time, point is not the effort. There are so many things involved, because whenever you are doing things manually, so there is a high chance of the human mistakes. Okay, so if we are going to do things in the automated way, so at least these all things we can reduce. Then after updating thousand of features, if I ask you to update some features based on some conditions, and you are going to update all these things manually with the query and all, definitely it is going to take too much time. Repeated geoprocessing. If you are the user of the ArcGIS Pro or ArcGIS Desktop, definitely you guys have used the geoprocessing tool so many times. So whenever we are talking about the geoprocessing tool, and if the similar geoprocessing tool you are going to use so many times, and if you are doing this thing manually, it means you are doing a biggest mistake. After that, to do the quality check, if you are going to do the quality check manually, then definitely it is the very time consuming, and definitely there will be a high chance of the human error also. And if I ask you, let's suppose if I give you one small task, your team is working on the feature updation, your team is working on the feature creation. And if I ask you कि every day evening 5 o'clock, I want a report where I want to see how many new feature you have created, how many feature you have updated. And if you are going to do this thing manually, you are going to each and every person and asking ki how many feature you have created, modify and all. Then every day you are going to spend at least 1 to 2 hours to get the information, generate the report, send the email. But if you know the programming, if you know the Python, then you can easily do all these things in the automated way. Even you no need to do anything. There are so many things we are going to discuss in the session, like as you guys already heard about the AI agent. What is the AI agent? AI agent is basically going to do all these kind of work on behalf of you. Okay, so we will discuss about the AI agent as well in our session, because now whatever the courses we are delivering the courses along with the AI, because ultimately whenever you are going to get the job in any company, you company are going to provide you the AI. So you have to know about the AI, then only you can use properly. So most of the GIS work which we want to do in the automated way, that basically we can do with the help of what? With the help of the Python. What is the differences between the traditional GIS and automate GIS? So some of the point here, if you see, so you can here realize manual processing, whatever the processing you are doing manually, that processing basically you can easily do with the help of the Python script. Multiple tools operation you can do with the help of the automate the workflow. I don't know how many people knows about the model builder. If you know the model builder, it means you are at least one step ahead with the basic knowledge, from the basic knowledge of the GIS, or from the basic knowledge of the ArcGIS people. So if you know the model builder, so model builder is a very, very good tool which is coming with the ArcGIS. that basically you can create the model without the help of any programming language. Third thing is the repeated task. When and in your company or in your project, if you are going to do any repeated task, for that you can create a process, and that process is basically you can reuse the process and you can do the things in the automated way. Next thing is the human error. Human error also we can reduce if we are, let's suppose you want to write a city name Hyderabad. Okay. Maybe some people can write Hyderabad. Some people can write Hydrabad. So that kind of human spelling mistakes also we can reduce. And anyways, as you guys already know, whenever we are doing the things in the manual way and whenever we are doing the things in the automated way, definitely it is, if we are going to do in the automated way, it is going to reduce the time. So now here, when we are talking about the GIS, like when I started my career, so I also started my career as a normal GIS user. So how basically our GIS professional or any GIS professional evaluation is there. The first level is what you guys just once once we will finish this particular slide, so you just tell me what is your level. Okay. So level 1 is what? Level 1 is the GIS user. There is no point of any hesitation. Okay. Because as I told you, when I started my career, so after like 7 year or 8 year, I worked as a GIS user only. So what is the level 1? Level 1 is basically, if in any company, if you are working with the ArcGIS, if you are working with the QGIS, or if you are working with the Small World, any GIS software if you are using. So we are in which part? We are in the level 1 because we are just using the GIS software. Nothing more than that. Then after coming to the level 2, what is the who will come in the level 2? So the first group is basically we are a GIS user, or sometime in some companies the designation is the GIS engineer. Second one is what? GIS analyst. Who is actually called the GIS analyst? The person who are capable to create the model builder, the person who are able to create or able to build the workflow, that guy is called the GIS analyst. So it means with the normal GIS knowledge, with the normal ArcGIS, QGIS knowledge, if you have capability to create the workflows and model builder, then we are in level 2. After that, coming to the level 3, the people who knows about the Python, who understand the what is the API, how we are using the Python in the GIS automation, and if that guy is able to write the script for the automation, so we are in the level 3. Level 3 means all the GIS developer and everyone is comes under the level 3. Then after, fourth one is the GIS automation expert. Person who will come under the GIS automation expert, that guy should have very good knowledge in the ArcGIS and QGIS or any GIS. That guy have very good knowledge in Python and Arcpy. That guy have good knowledge in the AI. And basically, knowledge in AI means that guy should know about how to use the AI to write the code. So these are the evolution what we have in the GIS professional. So in future, basically GIS professional combines domain knowledge with the programming skill. So in upcoming time, companies by default expecting development knowledge from the GIS people. So now I am not asking ki you can evaluate yourself. You are in which level, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. But the thing is, if you are in level 1, you have to improve your technical skills and try to come in level 2. If you are in level 2, you have to try for the level 3. And if you are in level 3, you have to try for the level 4. Ultimately, your goal is, see, here one more thing I just want to tell you guys. As a friend, I just want to tell you this thing. This level 1 and level 1 to level 2. The only pain point is what, the only pain point is level 1 to level 2. Once you will put the effort and you cross the level 1 and come to level 2, then within 3 months, within 4 months, you can easily reach to the level 4. Because level 1 is the toughest, because in the level 1 we are in the comfort zone. After that, once you remove your comfort, you have done some practice, Python and all these things. After that, once you will come to the level 2, then easily in next 3 4 months you can easily understand the level 2, level 3 and level 4. So that is my advice, कि if you are not from the development background, and if you're not from the development, so you have to basically you have to try for that. Okay, if you don't have time, if you don't want to improve yourself, then there is no problem, that is up to you. But my suggestion is, if you are in the level 1, so always try for the level 2 and level 3. Now after that, how the GIS is changing in this world, that is also we have to understand. When we are talking about changing in the GIS, so previously when I have taken the interview, even as I told you, the introduction and all we will do in the next session. So like as I already have around 20 year of experience in GIS, and I already worked with most of the companies, means Cognizant, Infosys, Wipro, in all these companies. Means I don't have experience in the Scient or Genesis and this company, but I have very good experience in all these CMM level 5 company or 3 company. Actually, even I worked with Rolta also when I was in Mumbai. And even I have worked with multiple countries. In multiple countries I worked. So previously when even I was the part of the recruitment team as well in Cognizant. So when previously we had taken the interview, we asking people, are you able to create a map in ArcGIS? Are you able to create a thematic map in ArcGIS? Can you do editing and all? So that was the previous one. But now things is totally change. Totally change means things is totally change. Means now these days, whenever you go for the interview, people are asking, do you know automation? What kind of automation you know? Do you know the Python language? Because as you know, Python is what? Python is a most prominent language in GIS. There are one more language people are using, that is the R. But in all these languages, the most common language which people are using, that is the Python. Because the reason is, in Python there are so many different libraries are there. That libraries we can use for the different purpose. Means if you want to work with the raster, if you want to work with the ArcGIS, if you want to work with the QGIS, if you want to work with AWS, if you want to work with the geocoding, if you want to work with anything, for all these things we have libraries in Python, and it is very easy to install, very easy to use, and because of that reason most of the people are using Python. So now in interview also everyone is expecting automation from our side. We are from the GIS. Actually, the problem is not from your side. I am not saying कि that is your fault why you are not in the development, why you are not learning the development. The biggest problem is what? The biggest problem is our education. If you see, there are so many colleges in Maharashtra, there is so many colleges in Telangana. If you check the syllabus of the MSc Geography, MSc Geoinformatics, the entire 2 3 year course they have given only 2 month or 3 month one paper for the development. And how people are passing this, you guys already know. But now you are saying that one paper is the biggest one in all the 3 year course. So the somewhere problem is from the system, but we have to now we understood कि this is required. So everyone has to learn how to automate the things. And now the today's era is the AI, machine learning and all. So we have to learn the artificial intelligence. We know we should know about the cloud GIS, how to do the real-time data processing, what is the enterprise solution. Like let's suppose simple thing. If I give you the points of all the petrol pump in Hyderabad, whatever the petrol pump we have in Hyderabad, I have given you all the points, and I ask you, okay, this is Indian Oil, HP, and all. Now I am expecting a enterprise application from your side. Now I'm expecting the enterprise application from your side means where if I want to search any petrol pump, if I want to check the nearest petrol pump, if I want to get the navigation and all. So that is the expectation of the client from our side. So we have to reach till that level, then only we will get the actual benefit of the GIS and automation. Okay, so now these days GIS is changing, and because of that reason, interviewers level also is going to change. Now Python, as I told you, कि why Python language is very good for the automation, because as you know, Python is first of all, why the most of the people are using the Python. The most important part is Python is the open source. You no need to spend a single rupee to use the Python. So Python is very good for the automation. Python is very good for the data processing. Python, if you are going to write any code for the artificial intelligence, machine learning, web development, GIS development, everywhere Python is common. Means doesn't matter you are using the ArcGIS or QGIS or any GIS, or if you are using there is no GIS, then also everyone has to know about the Python. And our course what we are providing, that course is basically divided in two part. First part, like 1 month part, is only for the core Python. We are not going to talk about the GIS. We are not going to talk about any geography thing. Only thing is what? Python. So that Python you can use in any domain. In any company you can go and you can use that Python. And how AI we are going to use in Python, how to write the code with the help of the AI, what is the prompt engineering, that these all things also we will discuss in our course. Then ultimately the course, as I told you, the first half is the Python, and when you will come to the second half is the Arcpy. What is Arcpy? Arcpy is the library which which will be help us to do the customization in ArcGIS Pro. Different software have different library. Okay, always remember one thing. In detail, I will explain later, but in Python, one thing always remember, whatever the things you are going to do for that, we have separate library. For that, we have the separate library. So whenever if you are going to you do the customization in ArcGIS, library name is ArcPy. When you want to do the customization in QGIS, QGIS Py. If you want to do the customization in raster, we have the library raster py. So there are, this is the beauty of the Python. You no need to load everything in once. Whatever the library you required, just use that one. Let's suppose you want to develop an application for the image interpretation. You want to find out how many in, I will give you one image and I am asking you ki I want to find out all the car what we have in this image. If you want to write that program, so there is a library OpenCV. So that library is only for the image interpretation. So if when we are learning the Python, so first and most important thing is everyone has to learn the core Python first. Once you are good in the core Python, after that, whatever the different libraries we have, that libraries we can easily learn. Okay, so here using the Arcpy, we will basically automate the geoprocessing. We will create the custom tools. We will manage the spatial data and we can develop the ArcGIS workflows. Now after that, there are different examples we have, what we are going to cover with the help of what? With the help of the Python and ArcPy. Automate the workflow. We are going to develop the geoprocessing tool. We are going to create our own GIS tool. We are going to write our own script, custom script, which will run based on your instruction. Let's suppose you want to run the script every day night 8 to 9 o'clock or every day night 10 o'clock. So that also we are going to develop. We will develop the script. It will automatically run every day evening 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Now after that, the most important part of our course is that is the AI and prompt engineering. So ultimately, as I told you, because over the time, if we will not improvise the course, or similarly, over the time, if you or me, anyone, this is not only applicable for you, if you or me, anyone will not improvise based on the current technology, then definitely we will be out of the game. So now the demand is the AI. How to use AI in Python, how to use AI in ArcPy. So to use efficiently AI, we have to know about the prompt engineering. So this course we have at least one or two session which is dedicatedly for the prompt engineering. Means I am 100% sure once you guys will actually, like if some of your friend already have attended my 1 month before session, so in that session I have given the framework. In using that framework, you can write the proper prompt. We are whatever the prompt we are writing, that is not the correct way to writing the prompt. If you want to write the correct prompt, there is a proper framework that if you will understand, then you can write the proper prompt to get the proper output. So AI prompt engineering, in how we are using the GIS, that also we are going to cover. Like here, see, this is the basic prompt. Basic prompt means you are just writing what? Create the ArcPy code. So definitely any AI tool will not understand this thing. So if you want to give the proper prompt, like you are a ArcGIS Pro developer. So whenever you want to get something from the AI, so first you have to define some role, because AI is like a kid. He don't know anything. Or I can give you one example. I think you guys have seen the movie गजनी. गजनी पिक्चर देखा है आप लोग ने? किसी ने देखा है गजनी मूवी?
यस सर।
गजनी मूवी में क्या होता है, वो भूल जाता है ना
भूल
आमिर
जाता है,
खान।
हाँ।
सो उसको क्या करना पड़ता है, याद दिलाना पड़ता है। सो
हम्म,
एआई जो है ना, एआई 200% गजनी है। एआई इज अ 200% गजनी. So if you let's suppose you want to do something from the AI. First, you need to tell to the AI, you are a senior software developer. You are a vehicle tracking system expert. You are a ArcGIS Pro developer. So whenever you will give the role to the AI, then AI will think in that way. And what we are doing, we are not writing the proper prompt. We are just writing whatever we required. Because of that reason, we need to write multiple prompt to get the simple thing. So here, the only important thing is what? Only important thing is minimum prompt, maximum result. Currently in India, because AI is new, many this network companies, Airtel, Geo, they are providing free of cost. But after 1 year, this free of cost will be over. Then you have to spend money, and that money is directly related or directly connected with number of iteration what you are writing the in the prompt. Okay, so always remember the good prompt is basically very important. Like here, if you see in the prompt in, yes, this one, in my last session I have given this framework ROCAS. This I will explain you in detail because this will take around 1 hour to explain what is the meaning of the ROCAS. And if anyone will understand the meaning of this ROCAS, then you will never write the wrong prompt. You will always write the correct prompt and you will get the correct result. So any prompt what we are writing, so majorly these five things has to be clear to the Gajni कि भैया आपका रोल क्या है, what is your role, how you need to think, what task you need to do, what is the context, what is the input you have given, what is your output, what you are expecting, and then after, what is your ultimately requirement. If these 4 5 things you are able to give properly to any AI, then that AI will give you the proper result. Even if you check my WhatsApp status, my 007 number is there, no? So in that number, if you check the status, so my company has we are basically developing the vehicle tracking system also. So yesterday my company has deploy six or seven GPS in one school. So I have just given one image to the AI, but I have given the proper prompt. In one prompt, I got that image what I have added in my status. Once you have time, just check my status, then you can understand what is this is the beauty of the correct prompt. If you will write the proper prompt, it will give you the proper result. So prompt engineering is very important in any AI related thing. How our future GIS development kit means in future how we are going to do the development. See, before 3 year, before 2 year, the way of development was different. But now the way of development is different. If you are going to write the code from scratch, then everyone will laugh on you. Because now these days, any company, Cognizant, Wipro, TCS, Infosys, all these companies has given the AI to the employees and they are insisting people to use the AI. Okay, so in future, in the GIS development, these are the important thing. One is the AI assistant is there. Code generation is going to help with the AI. Documentation assistance and debugging assistance. So, all these things we are going to do with the help of the AI. But here, why then you can tell me one question ki if Yogesh everything is going to develop by the AI, then what is the meaning of the course? If everything is going to develop by the AI, then what is the meaning of any course? Why the people will take any course? So the answer is AI is very good to develop anything, but if you are going to use, then you have to know about basic knowledge of the particular technology. If you know the basic knowledge of the particular technology, then you can easily resolve the issue. The biggest challenge what developers are facing with the AI is very good to write new code. If you are going to develop the new tool, if you are going to develop the new script, then AI is very good. But if I give you one script and I ask you, yeah, some problem is in this script, can you find? In that place, AI is facing the challenge. So if you knows about the basic terminology, if you know about the language, if you know about the basic thing, programming, then easily you can resolve with the help of the AI. Otherwise, it will take too much time. What will be the things which we are going to cover in our entire journey? So the first thing is the, as I told you, Python programming foundation. Initial 1 month, we are not going to discuss about any GIS. We are not going to discuss about any geography thing. First, we are going to cover the core Python. So that my intention is this is not just for the Arcpy. Any Python in future, if you are going to use the Python in AI, ML or any domain, you can easily use that thing. Because of that reason, the first thing what we are going to cover, that is the Python programming fundamental, or we can say like core Python. Then after we have Arcpy fundamentals. Then after we have the Arcpy fundamentals. Then we have the GIS, how we are going to do the GIS automation. Then after, how we will develop the custom ArcGIS Pro tools, how we can develop the geoprocessing tool, and to develop all these things, how AI can assist us. That is the very important thing, ki how AI is going to assist for the GIS development. And then along with all these things, we are going to provide at least 2 to 3 real project. That project you can do, and you can add in your resume, so that in interview easily, because in interview ultimately interviewer is going to ask a question through your resume only. So when you will put some 2 3 project, then easily interviewer will basically ask question on that, and you can easily give the answer. Now after that, the most important thing is who should join this course. So any GIS, non-GIS, MSc in geoinformatics, BTech, any person who want to learn the Python, who want to learn the Python and ArcPy, who want to do the customization, they can easily join. So GIS student can join. ArcGIS users, for them it obviously it is very helpful. Survey engineers, remote sensing professionals, civil engineers, any GIS developer or any automation enthusiast who basically want to do the things in the automated way, who want to do the automation, for them at most welcome. You can join, and definitely after 2 month, after 2 month, 2.5 month, you will see the difference. Ki what before 2 months and what is now. What are the career opportunities we have in the GIS automation? So let's suppose if you have done any course, like we are going to talk about the Python and ArcPy development. So after completion of the things, you can basically easily entitle for the GIS developer, Python GIS developer, GIS automation engineer, geospatial data engineer, ArcGIS consultant, and AI ML engineer. As you know, you basically, people are not understanding. Always remember one thing, we are in the niche technology. Okay, हम लोग जो हैं वो रेयर टेक्नोलॉजीज में आते हैं. वी आर इन द niche technology. And most of the companies, because I already have worked with multiple companies, so I know still companies are struggling to get a proper GIS developer. Here the issue is the person who have done the BTech who don't know the GIS, who knows the development but don't know the GIS. The person who is coming from the GIS, that guy don't know the development. So this is the biggest problem. And in this problem, the people who are getting the benefit, in this problem, the people who are getting the benefit, those people are coming from the computer science. Because as you know, understanding the GIS, learning the GIS is hardly 15 days or 20 days matter for the developer point of view. I am not talking about the remote sensing and geophysics and all these things. For the developer development point of view, if you want to learn the GIS, 15 days is more than enough. And development you already know because you are coming from the BTech. So the people who are coming from the computer science, for them, this technology, this domain is very, very useful, and like you can do whatever you want. But the people who are coming from the GIS, because they are coming from the GIS, they are very they are not good in the development. So for the development is very tough for them. So for the GIS, this is the biggest problem, what I have seen. So, but if you one time, if you will put the proper effort, then definitely this is very good for the people who are from the GIS background. So these are the different career opportunities we have in the GIS automation. What is this is the basically don't just use the GIS tool. We have to focus on the build the GIS solution, and who can develop the GIS solution. The people who are from the GIS knowledge, if you have the GIS knowledge, if you have the programming background, if you know the Arcpy automation, AI and all, then only you can do what? Then only you can build the GIS solution. Whenever anyone is from the GIS and he explore the development, then he can do the wonder. Why? Because the reason is he knows the concept of the GIS. He knows the concept of the GIS. He knows now he knows the programming. So whatever he want, you can do. But the people who are basically don't know about the GIS, for them this is little bit tough to understand the deep concept of the GIS. Correct? Like if you know, if you are from the MSc in geoinformatics or something like that. So you know the remote sensing, you can basically go to the land use, land cover analysis, you can go to the crop analysis, you can go to the insurance sector, any place you can go if you know the GIS as well as development. Okay, so this is very important for the people who are coming from the GIS background and development. Now, what is the complete training programs we have? We have the Python Fundamental, Arcpy for the ArcGIS Pro, Advanced Automation and Certificate. So here the most important thing what I want to tell you here in our course, first thing is each and every session is the live session. There is no recording. Second thing is after the session, we are going to upload the videos on the YouTube, and you can, if let's suppose due to some reason if you are not able to attend the live session, so you can check out the video from the YouTube. Third thing and most important thing, what we have started from last two batches, in every session, not only, not like after 10 session or after completion of the session, every session we are going to provide you the practice questions. Okay, every session we are going to provide you the practice questions. After every session we are going to discuss about 25 MCQs. Why? The reason behind this is it will help you to understand the concept, one thing, and second thing is it will very helpful you for the interviews. So interview questions you will get, practice questions you will get, real world examples you will get, because we are already running the company. And here if you want, we can provide you the 1 month free internship certificate as well. And end of the course you will get two certificates. One is the one by default, free of cost you will get from the U4GIS solutions, and another certificate that is from the ITT Council New Delhi. If you want to get that certificate, so for that we have the examination. The fees of the examination is the 750 rupees that you can pay end of the course, and once you will pass, then you will get the certificate from the ITT Council. I will show you what the certificate, like the left hand side, the certificate what you are able to see, that is the ITT Council certificate. And the right hand side, the certificate what you are able to see, that is basically from the ITT Council, and this is the U4GS. So U4GS certificate everyone will get. Okay, don't worry. So U4GS certificate everyone will get after completion of the course. But this certificate basically we need to apply, and there are many things. After that, you will get all these things. And the duration of the course is approximately 2 months. And as I already told you, today we have the introductory or introduction session. So in that session, I wanted to tell you ki what are the things we are going to cover, or what are the things basically in the GIS, because we all are from the GIS. What we need to take care, what the mistakes we are doing. So I hope you are clear with all these things. After that, if you have any question, any doubt, you can ask me. I will try to rectify your questions. Anyone have any question, any doubt?